Put a post out there, right? And I was just like, you know, if y'all motherfuckers ever suck at tank and want me to look at it, let me know. Send me some shit, right? And my homie Toon over here was just like, yo, I'm washed. I'm buns. I need some coaching tips, right? And I was just like, I send it my way. And then I saw 2 seconds of the clip. Already knew this guy was throwing. So I had to look at it. I had to look at it. First things first, bro. You better get lit up like the SWAT. Okay. Now your team is kind of trolling. Also, I ain't gonna lie. Let me see how it plays out. Yeah, we're trolling yet again. Okay. So every tank is different. Okay. I'm gonna say that first things first, right? Every tank is different. So tune on this tank because it's so open, right, gang? Right, gang. Whenever you get this tank again, you want to climb up here. You want to take a route that avoids you getting shot. You feel me? Because like now you didn't eat too much damage actually, so it's not that bad actually. It's not that bad. But then you gotta think. But you're gonna think, maybe one day, right? If the enemy team was smart, they'll be pushing up on you, and then you'll be dead essentially right here. Now I think the thing is though, I think in Sita this tank plays a little different. I won't lie. That's probably why they're playing safe room. But even then, you should never play safe room. Yo, what's good, little gangster? What you doing? What you doing? Okay. That's the issue with tanks, bro. Nothing happens until then. Your team's actually kind of throwing, by the way, by keeping this boomer. I guarantee they're gonna keep this boomer. They're gonna get no booms. Whoa. All right, first things first, gang. Tip number one: if a charger pins in front of you, throw a rock. It's like a free combo. You feel me? It doubles your DPS. Not double, but like it halves. It essentially halves your time to kill. Yo, there's no way you get another knock. Okay, hold on. Yo, hold on. That three boom is also kind of crazy. Okay. I like how you stood on Zoe. How you're throwing. All right. All right. Like if I was a Lewis, I would have shot that fucking boomer. It probably would have stumbled. That shit probably would have stumbled the charger and everything. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, if you pump this boom right here, right now, tank gets stumbled, gives you time to clear the charge, and the only person that gets boomed would have been the Zoe. So TBH, chat. TBH. Should have just pumped the boomer right here. Ooh, my boy Toon. My boy Toon. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? My boy Toon, we're selling. She's still up, gang. Toon, what are we doing? Next time, you gotta confirm your kill. Guys, this is why I spam the tab button. You feel me? I'm always tabbing. There's no health bar. There's not really see in pubs when you hit a survivor, they instantly fall down, right? So you kind of just know that you knocked them, right? And this one is a little bit different. They get launched, right? You gotta listen now. You gotta pay attention. What's the easiest way to pay attention to know if you got Noxus tank? Just hit tab, right? If it says they're down, they're down. It's really easy to tell because the health bar will be full, and like typically during tanks, nobody has a full health bar, so you'll definitely be able to tell if you knock somebody. That's pro tip number one. Number two, actually. Number one was rocking your pin, right? Once you start doing that, dude, you're gonna be able to kill. You're gonna be able to kill survivors. Because think about it, you rock them and you smack them, right? When you're rocking them, right? Oh shit, let me find this shit. Right here, right? You're not even doing anything. Like you're just staring at bro. You still in the play other games after reviewing clips? No, no, yeah, I'm still gonna play that. I'm still gonna play. I'm still gonna play. This whole entire time you're just staring at, bro. You could have like been throwing a rock, right? And you gotta think, okay, since you didn't throw a rock, right? You had to hit him one, two, and instead of him being knocked right there, imagine if he was knocked a hit prior. You feel me? You probably would have been able to react better to that jockey. You would have been closer, you feel me? And most importantly, you would have had more HP. You see what I'm trying to say here? You would have had more HP and you would have been I mean, like I said originally, you didn't even knock this freaking Zoe. So I can't really say anything. But look, you probably would have had more HP. And look closely, look closely. Okay, you're trolling there, okay, right? You would have probably had more HP and you would have probably got that knock if you had more HP. You feel me? I mean, that was a pretty, to be honest with you, this tank is really hard. So like, I feel like in the future, right, when people start sending more, like either their full gameplays, right? Because if y'all send like y'all full gameplay, right, say a chapter, right, somehow with Discord's 10 megabyte shit, I'll look at the whole entire thing, right? But there's gonna be some situations, right, like this chapter one tank right here, where there's really nothing much you could do. Like as you guys saw literally for my last game, the chapter one tank kind of did nothing. He only got one knock, and it was barely he barely got that one knock. You feel me? And same, and then our tank got only like 2 hits during this tank. So like I think being able to get what you should have technically gotten 2 knocks. I ain't gonna lie to it. I ain't gonna lie. You should have gotten 2 knocks, but you still did a lot of damage, which is the equivalent of 2 knocks. So
That's 20.
I'll give that tank really wasn't the craziest thing, right? Actually, I'm gonna bring it. Actually, I'm a hater, bringing it down to 6.5. Okay, so it could be didn't tip number one, rock your downs, right? If someone has a charger pin, even a hunter pin, right? Even though the hunter pin person gets up faster, if you're throwing that, majority of the times you're gonna either be able to catch them with a rock or catch someone else with. I had a lisp, bro. You're gonna be able to catch someone else with a rock and then smack the hunter down. You feel me? That's number one. Number two, you missed your down. So I'd say, bro, next time, right, hit your tabs. Don't be afraid to throw a rock, right? And confirm your kills. But other than that, I think this tank was really good. I think the tank was really good. And your support were honestly kind of. Wait, how was the support on the second half? Because the boomer kind of carried. The boomer carried all this, by the way. Oh yeah. Also, another thing, right, is you don't. Okay, this is a different situation because she was gonna jump, but yet again you didn't confirm it, right? You usually want to stay up there. Like if you see like that person was rezzing, this is fine because you're confirming it down, but then you didn't confirm the down, so it was like what's the point, right? If you confirm that down, it would have been fine because then okay now they have to play your game. You feel me? Because now you have a knock, and if you just camp a knock, it's just free rocks and shit. But that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, your support was kind of goated. I don't know why the fuck the spitter again. Oh no, your team's trolling. Oh no, your team's trolling. Smoke your spawn. Missed the jump by the way. Didn't spawn. Yeah, your team's trolling. Your team's trolling.